Welcome to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, home to the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles, and fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup at The Rock. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a team from the AAC, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. For the Esports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Bruins will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
On the double.
Line gets set, first down.
Pound 55 feet.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
They did a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. See the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Okay, ready?
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29.
Come on, set.
He's gonna pass. Firing to the right, complete.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket the slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The offense lining up for a first down play.
Here we go.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Field in, it's great. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Griffin.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Tackled, but he has a first down. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground, and they've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
Wide receiver shows motion. They'll run it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Bruins are rolling down the field.
Here we go. Dino.
leaves it with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Quickly complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Really nice looking throw there. And traditionally, the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game. And if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A-plus level week in and week out.
They're going to run it. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Looking downfield, it's Duncan. Using the quick game. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
They're bringing heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. On time, you can tell he wasn't on time. The defender made a nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
He's loose at the 15. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
On first down from their own 22. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Plows through the defense. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, and made a nice tackle.
Fires to the right. Oh, picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, UCLA. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game when you go back and you look, you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes.
Okay.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Easy.
Leaves it with the back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Set. Ready.
He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
It's complete on the right side. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way and converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback there.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Caught in the backfield, it's McGee. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Gets it out fast. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
That's where they'll mark it down, and the next snap will come from just inside the 30-yard line.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field, all the speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you can tell they caught up with them and forced the fumble.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Couldn't make the play on first down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Leaves it with the running back. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
On the double.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive.
Weak.
Back to pass, it's Duncan. Catch open down the middle. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Igloo. Igloo.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The give to the tailback. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Ready?
And the Bruins are on the move.
Flex.
They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Okay.
Now on 2nd down.
Cricket. Logger.
They'll try the run. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Scanning the field, it's Duncan. That's incomplete. Tried to set up the screen, and he dropped the pass.
3rd and long situation. They tried to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone, and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incomplete.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25.
On the set.
Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Slab.
He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route to get zone coverage, finding a soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Going to the ground. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting the guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Working that left side now. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Grab near the marker. It's Gray. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll leave it with him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
He looks that one in nicely. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes. He's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. A nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
UCLA will go back to work on offense.
Come on, set.
They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Feeling some heat. And the ball comes out. What a disaster. That'll be a safety. The ball was loose in the end zone and goes out in the back, and they're probably lucky it wasn't recovered for a touchdown. taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Hauls it in at the 25.
On the set.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top on first down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Ready.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Golden Eagles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work.
29 Philly. 2-9 Terrier.
Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Duncan. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, this game really has turned into a defensive struggle, and both defenses right now are just absolutely dominating. That time, nice job using his pass rush moves, getting to the quarterback, and they just look like they cannot be blocked.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Bruins send out the punt unit.
Well, the defense obviously went in at halftime. They were trailing on the scoreboard. They needed to make some adjustments, and already they're showing some positive signs. On the very first drive of the second half, they're able to register a sack on 3rd down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
On the ready.
Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it can switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. Now, I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
He's got his man. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Golden Eagles have it with the 1st and 10. Give to the back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
First down, physicality. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just chews up another 1st down. It gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Fire.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Tennessee endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Rocky Top. And the Vols came away with a win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Green 25.
To the ground with the back. Ran through the contact. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice gain to pick up the 1st down. You got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Flair.
Going up top on 1st down. Snags it over the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this
42
defense.
Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Movement here from the tight end. On the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Ready.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Hound 55 weak.
Back to throw. It's Duncan. He's got it. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Pitch in the middle, it's Gray. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
On the double.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period.
Igloo.
He's looking to throw it. It's complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
They'll go to the ground. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Go!
Looking to move it through the air. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. handoff from the gun. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. To the air. It's Duncan. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Freedom!
Trying to barge in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense.
Ready,
First
set.
down here for the offense.
Black 24! Black 24! Set.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He finds his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there was some revolutions on that one. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's great. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
First down, you always want to establish the running game. Come out this offense, nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Slab! Ready!
They're going to ride this running back. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
They'll run it from the gun. Discards a man. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
That has got to be demoralizing for the defense because they just ran the ball right up your middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Well, this defense is able to put out yet another fire in a situation late in the game, David, where they're up. Nice job and great effort creating that turnover.
And it's a great stop by the defense. They drove the ball down the field a little bit, but more importantly now, I gave the ball to my offense. You go finish this thing. We're up. It's late in the game. Now it's your turn to go. You put some points on the board. You take some time away. You can put this thing out of reach.
Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Lasso!
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
3rd and short. They've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Wants to throw. It's Duncan. Got his man on the right.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. And the Bruins with the first and 10.
4-2 Spider. Ready.
Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
On the set.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Easy.
He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. On the move is the 30. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That play is going to drive the head coach absolutely crazy. You've got the lead. Why are you going out of bounds? Just get down, bleed the clock. The clock right now is your friend.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12.
In blue. In blue.
They go right back to it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Looking to throw, it's Duncan. He finds his man down the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Some guys just have the pure talent to make the catch no matter how many defenders are around.
Yeah, Reese, he's a bit of a rule breaker because even when he's covered, he's open. And the quarterback knows that. He's going to find a way to come back to the football and help his QB out.
You want to talk about building confidence?